Well, hello there, Scorpio, and happy birthday. It's so good to see you again. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome. We're so glad that you joined us. So today we are doing your November 2022 General Tarot reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I really appreciate it. If you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing, I really do appreciate all of your support. And Scorpio, I did put up your solar year birthday reading, so I'll make sure that's linked to the end of this video. You may want to check that out. There's also a discount code in there for any personal reading on my website, so you may want to check that out. Okay, so let's see. Animal spirit, bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. And I love that one for you. And time for a nap. Okay, so we're going to kind of delve into this. So we're in Scorpio season, your season. I feel like there's something that is kind of coming into fruition for you, but it's like you can't take a lot of action, or you have to contain your action perhaps in a little bit. Interesting, because Cancer had this same card. A little bit of an energy of holding back, taking action on something, even if you want to. You know, understanding that it's almost like go slow. It's almost an energy of going slow. So let's see what we have here. Yeah. So we're going to take a look at your present energy with the Tarot, any obstacles or areas of resistance on your path, and then advice from Spirit about how you can move through that. So let's see what we have. Okay, interesting. All right. Wow. Okay, lots of masculine energy showing up underneath. That's what I think this is here. I feel like either there is a masculine moving towards you, or your masculine energy is wanting to take action, okay? And it's kind of like, you know, we even have the Knight of Swords here. Very, you know, take action, move forward, very quick, not really taking time to think it out. So we have the Emperor, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this has something to do either with family, because the Ten of Pentacles is family energy, or money, you know, like long-term money, long-term committed relationships, you know, happy family, happy home, that type of energy. So you could be dealing with two males in your family or in your work sector, okay? So with the Emperor and the King of Wands, both of these are very, you know, determined energies, both of them kind of very independent thinking, more about, you know, the King of Wands knows what he wants and goes after it. The Emperor knows what he wants, and, you know, he tells people what to do, you know, kind of very controlling. So I feel like you have perhaps, you know, either two people you're working with or two family members, okay, either one, that are kind of wanting to perhaps call the shots in some way, okay, in some situation. Now, if it's not that you're dealing with these people, it could be, and they don't have to be male, they just have to have that energy about them, right? It could be also that you are wanting to take action in some sector of your life, you know, just having that. We all have divine masculine and divine feminine within us, but you could be just kind of like, oh, I just want to move forward in this situation, and, you know, having that energy within you, because your present energy is that there is some conflict, you know, that you're kind of like at odds. You don't know what to do in this situation. So let's see. And I do want to point out, you have fear, you have ascended masters, and then you have the great gratitude. And loving woman is underneath that too. I think the antidote to whatever this is, I think this is causing you a lot of fear and anxiety. Knowing that your spirit guides, your angels are with you during this kind of conflict or situation, right? But at the same time, just staying in your grateful, divine feminine energy, and once again, we all have divine masculine and feminine. The feminine is more nurturing, kind of coming at this in a softer approach, not kind of like plowing forward, kind of like, okay, I'm going to take a softer approach to this. Once again, very interesting, because Cancer had very much that same energy, understanding that you could perhaps, if you are caught in between these two people, which could be another scenario, you're kind of caught in between these two people. What you could also understand is that you stepping into your divine feminine energy can be very much of a mediator between these two people, or, whatever this is in the workspace or a family situation. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, so there's a sense of needing to heal, to put some time and energy into something that either you are feeling a financial loss of some sort, short of finances, or, a sense of feeling alone, abandoned, left out from something. There's a sense of wanting to heal and work on this, to move from turbulent waters into calmer waters. This has been going on for some time. This is not a conflict that is just coming onto the scene because it's the Nine of Wands. This has been a conflict that has either it's a pattern of a conflict that you have seen in your life, or this is the same conflict coming up again. Okay, so there's this sense of, oh my goodness, I really feel like you're moving into this energy. I just want this out. It's kind of like, I just want this out. But, once again, that is the fear talking. It is about stepping into this energy of having this more feminine type of approach to it, more nurturing, more calm, more peaceful type of approach in the situation, because here we have, and I think it's really interesting, we have a high priestess here. So the veil is really thin between us and spirit, coming up on All Souls Day, or, October 31st, November 1st. The veil is very thin. I feel like you're seeing how this situation can work out. It's almost like Spirit is bringing you this information that whatever the situation is can work out, that everybody in the situation can get along. Even though for some time there's been a lot of conflict. I feel like you're getting a glimpse of how this situation could work out. And perhaps through that, you're also understanding that taking a little bit of a softer approach is the best way to kind of combat this, because your energy here is very fragmented at this time due to this conflict. Okay, so this could be a situation that kind of comes and goes and comes and goes, or it could be a pattern that you're seeing in your relationships, but it's really fragmenting you. This is your obstacle. This is your area of resistance. This situation is fragmenting you more than you know, and it's time to actually do the work and put the healing energy into this. It's just about recognizing, okay, how can I do that? It could be that in the past, if these two people or whatever the situation is, or you could be one of these two people, right? When the conflict arose, right, you could have gotten a little bit, they're showing me, like a cat with the hair standing up on the back of the neck. You could have jumped into that energy yourself because it triggered you. It's a painful situation for you, whatever this is. So it could have triggered you. And I feel like you're kind of getting a glimpse at how perhaps being triggered is And then going into your divine masculine of like, and I'm not saying you don't stand up for yourself, but coming across from a more loving approach, perhaps trying to allow this person or these people to see how this situation really has been, okay? Very fragmenting for your own energy, perhaps very painful for your own heart. Very disappointing, you know. It's almost like a sense where before you may have wanted to jump into the argument, now you're just kind of like, I don't want to jump into the argument, but I do want you to know how painful this situation is. Yeah, it's a tower moment. It's a tower moment coming in. And the tower, don't ever fear the tower. The tower is either an epiphany or a clearing of the air. I feel like it's a clearing of the air. Somebody is coming in a knight of wands, okay? So it could be this king of wands, but trying to come in like a knight, acting, acting a little bit, well, this situation can come or go. I don't really care. Where the King of Wands does care, okay? But you're understanding, okay, the temperance here, being patient with the situation, and yet at the same time, allowing this person or these people to know exactly how you feel is important. I think you may actually be causing the tower, okay, by what you say. You are helping to clear the air in the situation. You may have been holding back your feelings for some time, and now, you know, you're kind of understanding this cannot work out because you're seeing very clearly through the veil at this time that this cannot work out unless you do clear the air. There is some air to be cleared. You know, Five of Wands, there's a sense of perhaps competition or people arguing, you know, reassessing this and figuring out, okay, where can this go from here? You know, I want to go on a new path. I don't want my energy to be fragmented anymore. But I don't think you're just running away. I like that, Scorpio. You're not just running away. This could be a situation that in the past you may have just run away from. And you could have perhaps even run away from these people in the past, okay? So you could have, you know, kind of run away in some essence in the past, but now you're kind of like stepping into your energy of, you know what, I need to say how I feel. There is that energy here of I have to clear the air so that my energy is no longer fragmented, but you're not arguing about it, right? You're kind of coming at it in a sense of, yeah, this is what I need in this situation. I really love the loving way that you're coming into it. So here is your obstacle, okay? You have status quo and you have the devil. There's this energy of recognizing that this, whoever this is, okay, is a toxic energy to you. This is fragmenting your energy. Whether you are recognizing it or not, Spirit is coming in to let you know that energy is not going to change if you don't make a change, if you don't clear the air, if you don't allow this tower, right, moment to happen. It could be that you're having a hard time deciding, do you want this in your life or not? You're trying to heal from it, and yet at the same time, you can't heal from this until the air is cleared. Yeah, that's interesting that they just keep saying clear the air. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, you're seeing clearly, okay? You are seeing clearly just how much sadness this situation has brought you. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't matter. It's just this energy of, you know, I think that this is kind of coming back to this situation, okay? That situation, the people that you are dealing with in this situation only see things one way. The King of Swords is very much of a stubborn energy. These two are also very stubborn energies, okay? And so it's kind of like you're understanding this stubbornness is not going to change. It's only going to bring me sadness. The only way I can get away from this sadness, okay, is to come at this in a loving way instead of this energy, right? The Five of Swords. And nope, sorry, it's the Knight of Swords. Yeah. I have to, the only way I can combat this is with a sense of love, you know, moving forward, but in a sense of love. In other words, it's taking the high road, Scorpio. That's exactly what it is, right? It's saying what you need to say, okay? But you're saying it from your heart instead of the fear up in your head. Understanding, yeah, here we go, you know, that this is just really toxic. You know, this is a very toxic energy. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, but you don't have to be. It's just understanding this is blocking you, you know. This is truly blocking you. And it's bringing you a lot of sadness. It's, you know, perhaps time to end a certain situation, but once again, closing it out in a very loving way. Yeah, I feel, you know, like, you know, the Oponopo prayer, you know, really is fitting for this, because I think what you're recognizing, you're seeing clearly that this situation is not going to change if you continue doing what you're doing, right? It's not going to change. And it's nothing against you, Scorpio. It's just you're recognizing it doesn't matter. You could have tried giving into this situation. You could have tried arguing with the situation. You could have, you know, with these people, you could have tried everything. You could have stood on your head. You could have, you know, jumped through all kinds of hoops. But what you're understanding is that that situation isn't going to change. Perhaps the only thing that you haven't done is shared how you feel about the situation, right? You may have tried to reason with these people or something, but now it's almost like, no, I'm going to share exactly how I feel. And then I feel like some of you, depending on how they react, you are walking away because you're recognizing they're not, you know, they're not going to change. This is their status quo. Their toxic nature is their status quo. And it's fragmenting your energy. You realize that you can't stay fragmented like this forever, right? Because it's probably affecting you in other areas of your life. All right. Well, Scorpio, I really do send you lots of love and hugs in this situation. I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. All right, how can I surrender even more in this moment? I'm not sure. I think Pisces had this, so that's interesting. It is essential. No, Cancer did. Yeah, Cancer had this. Very similar energy between this reading and Cancer. It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. Okay, so the message I'm getting with that, I'm going to stop and then we'll come back to the card, is that I feel as if you have some certain outcome that you want from whoever these people are, okay? This could be a boss and a coworker, okay? Or a boss and you know, like the owner of a company and the manager. This could be a father and, you know, a sibling of some sort. So there's a couple of different energies that could be here. You know, this could be a spouse and a child, or, you know, something like that. And gender doesn't matter, but there's definitely a very strong masculine energy here. And I feel like you're in this more of a loving energy. I think you may have some certain outcome you want from this. Okay, these people. I'm not sure you're going to get that. I think that's what you're recognizing. That isn't going to change. You know, that may not change. So it's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude, which is interesting because we have the gratitude card, right? For what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. Oh my goodness. So they're coming back to this, that I think during the Scorpio season, especially when the veil is really thin and it's your season, you're seeing how this can come back together. But I think what you're recognizing is it can't come back together. I feel like there's almost this energy that you have been somehow, whether you realized it or not, okay, the way that you have been trying to get these people, okay, to come back together, for this whole situation to come back together, that you were actually kind of playing in on the toxic energies of this. I don't think you meant to, okay? Yeah, Scorpio, I don't think you meant to. But I think what you're understanding now is that you were actually playing into their hand, okay? So it's pulling your energy back in a way, okay? Recognizing, okay, they're not going to change. They're not going to change the way that they're acting. So the only thing I can do is recognize that at some point, this situation may come back together. But until then, I'm going to allow the divine to have the wheel in this situation. And I am going to sit in great gratitude for what I know is coming, because I've seen behind the veil, right? I've seen behind the veil, but is not yet here. And I think by doing that, and really getting into your heart space, and perhaps having this moment where you clear the air, but you clear it from your heart, right? You're not playing the mind games. These two could be playing mind games with you, right? And you're kind of understanding, I'm not playing into those mind games anymore. Really, really interesting energy. And Scorpio, I'm going to tell you, I think you have what it takes. I'm also going to say, you have the King and Queen of Swords underneath here. So there is this energy of, in some way, this coming back together in this situation. You know that it's going to eventually. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Scorpio, I do wish you so much love and light. And I look forward to seeing you again in the future. Thank you so much for all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. And happy birthday. I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.